What's that beeping noise?
What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back. Of course, I'm your host, Channel 1, and we have more Alpha Protocol. I am using a new, different 4K editor for this. I'm not using Action. I'm using the new PlayClaw 5. So I would like to know what you guys think in the comments below on this. Let me know if you think it's running smoothly and all that jazz. And yeah, we'll do the mission this way. I apologize if there's any hiccups. If I need to, I can always go back to the Action, but I wanted to try this and see how it was. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to check our email. Alright, looks like we've got some follow-up on Parker. Download some funds. Or, I guess, dossier information. Someone's been running a lot of web searches through Hallback. And, of course, we need to meet. Cafe Trionfo. I think that would be maybe a little too much. Sorry about that. I have my forgot. Always when I'm recording, I always sometimes forget to put my phone on silent. And I got this email. Seems a little odd that he found out who I was. And if you have a moment, see if you can trace this email for me and pull up some intel. Yes, I think we're going to do that one. Sweet. Alright, so let's back out. Go to the publisher's clearinghouse. Really, there's nothing to buy here, but there's probably some intel. Yeah, we'll do this. Ooh, $10,000. We don't even have enough for that. On Marburg, purchasing this intel will expand your dossier on Conrad and Elder. We want this, so we got to sell some things. Obviously, we just bought a lot of stuff. Let's see. $50 a pop. Still probably not going to get us that much, but what do we not need in this department? Probably an ammo pouch. Adds this for being spotted by cameras, which we already have something like that. Wow, we really don't have enough for this intel. Let's get rid of some of these explosive grenades. We don't need any of these. They're really not giving us a lot. We never use this, so we'll get rid of that. I mean, we never use any of this. There's no point in having it. EMP charges, maybe, because sometimes disabling weapons and such might actually come in handy there. We only use this because in case we need to take out turrets, so we don't waste any of that. But we'll keep the steel core rounds. We have 26 of them, which should be enough, and we can sell these until we get to 10,000. Which I don't think we're going to make it. Ah, we just bought that, we just bought that nice stealth suit, and that's why we're pretty low on funds here. We got a better silencer, so that means we don't need this silencer anymore. If I can find it, this one, which gets us a little bit better. So close, we just need 900 more. we just do not have anything, do we? We kept the steel core. All this other stuff is equipped, so we want to keep that. I only have 26. So close. I'm almost debating to get rid of the scope because we really don't need it. So yeah. Alright, now we got enough. Always want to make sure we have the best information going into each mission. Alright. So it looks like we're ready to go, and we're going to do it. Contact Jabril Al-Bara. Let's do it.
No sign of Al-Bara yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
I don't know. Something feels wrong.
Well, stay alert. I'm starting to trust your instincts.
Sorry, that's...
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
Transmitter's off. I don't plan on reaching for my gun unless you make it necessary.
Once I have the information I need, I plan to leave. You will not be harmed. Perhaps you thought you could enter Rome under the radar. You almost did. But you broadcast your location. Eventually.
I had to. You were my last lead. I'm here to find out what Halbeck is doing in Rome and their ties to Al-Samad.
And what led you to believe that Halbeck has any interests in Rome or Al-Samad?
Are you denying that either one is true?
I do not believe you would have come here without evidence.
And what makes you think that?
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong. You are Michael Thorton, a veteran with an impressive record of solving seemingly impossible problems.
I'm an operative now. After Saudi, I had to change my 5-year plan. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes. But not to me. And you were the one who crossed paths with a German mercenary in Moscow. Z.
I get around. And she was a little insistent we get together.
I am not surprised. She is a mercenary, but hardly professional, or discreet, it seems.
Have you two had dealings before?
Contract disputes only.
So you know a great deal about me, and I know who you are. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman. And you wear those gloves to keep the blood off your hands. I've read your dossier. You've lived a full life. Kuwait, South Africa, that oil refinery explosion in Moscow. It's like a concert tour with you.
Yes. You, on the other hand, have managed to enter Rome quietly. I didn't know you were here until an hour ago. You're skilled at keeping a low profile. No murders, no public announcement. Very impressive.
What happened to Al-Bara?
Dead, of course. Once you'd ID'd him, well, his use to me was at an end. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
I was tracking down a lead, and it looks like I've found it.
I see. So you thought all you had to do was wait and we would speak. Interesting.
What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all. Unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
So am I. And I think we have room to negotiate.
No, I am not authorized to make deals. Besides, I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
Those are your terms. Allow you to carry out your mission, and I stay out of the way.
Yes.
You realize I would be betraying my country.
Yes, and that does not change my terms. I understand your feelings, and I encourage you to set them aside.
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
You don't seem like the corporate stooge type. In fact, you seem like someone who doesn't take orders at all, especially from someone like Leyland.
Are you questioning my loyalty?
I am, but not in the way you think. I've read your dossier. From where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like Halbeck's any better than the governments that you've served with. In fact, they're like a government unto themselves, and if you think for a second that they give a rat's ass about their employees, then you're twice the fool. Do you seriously think they wouldn't leave you out to dry if they had to?
Your attention to detail and history borders on obsessive. You may live through this after all. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
All right, ladies and gents, there you go. I know that was the another mission, very, very short. There's also another cinema that we're going to be doing here in just a second. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And we met up with a new character, and I'm definitely liking him so far. He gives us a good kind of... I think he's going to be a good enemy, or he could be a friend. You never know what's going to happen. So, of course, thank you guys for watching, and we'll continue on with the next cinema. And then, of course, I will see you guys on the next one. So, peace out, bitches.
I confess, you slipped into Rome almost without us noticing. You were even more difficult to track after that.
Between Halbeck and local authorities, the locals were the tough ones.
No matter. Mr. Marburg found you. That must have been a surprise, meeting up for lunch like that.
When we talked, he had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more, and your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
We discussed business. Turns out both of us have experience with abuse of authority.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, Mike. In the end, it was.